We heard directly from Mayor Adams earlier, dispelling reports that he's bowing out of the race for mayor in exchange for a job with the Trump administration. This despite sources telling us that Adams was set to meet with President Trump's aides to discuss his political future in Washington, D.C. next week, which the mayor also denied. Sources have also told New York One that Trump aides are considering Adams for an ambassadorship to Saudi Arabia. Joining me now to talk more about all of this is Todd Shapiro. He is the spokesman for Mayor Adams' campaign. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Bobby. It's a great honor to be at New York One. By the way, I love New York One.
Well, we're glad you came on. I know you don't do a lot of TV interviews, but that was some statement the mayor made out there today. He said he's staying in the race, and he also came out swinging against Andrew Cuomo. He called him a snake and a liar. What was behind that?
Well, he was trying to be nice. He had other things he wanted to say, but he was trying to be, make it PG.
But what is the basis for that?
So you know what? I mean, personally, I think Andrew Cuomo is a terrific person, but the mayor has his beefs with him, and I think his beefs go back to the days of David Paterson sitting down. He goes back David Paterson. He goes back to other Carl McCall and other black leaders, where he sat down. He said he wasn't running. He sat down, gave his support, and then basically stabbed him in the back. And that's what happened here with Eric Adams. They had lunch together. They sat down. He put his arm around him and said, "Mayor, I support you. I promise you, I am not running for this office. I will not run for this office. I will not seek to become mayor if you're still the mayor. I support you. I think you're doing a great job." And what happens? The next week, he decides he's running for office. That's not a friend.
So that conversation happened this year.
This happened this year.
Not long before.
No, not that long ago, before the primary. And look at the primary. Look what Andrew Cuomo did. Everyone saw it. Look at the polls. Look, Eric Adams sucks in the polls. Andrew Cuomo was supposedly going to win. He was ahead double digits and lost by 14 points at the primary. $25 million he went through. He took all these people, labor unions, CEOs of major companies, and what happened with all that money? He spent more money than Tyson went through in a fight.
Well, so let me ask you this. I mean, I sort of picked up on the insinuation. The mayor didn't say it explicitly, but that maybe Andrew Cuomo was behind some of these rumors and speculation that the mayor is going to get out of the race. Is that also part of his?
So I think anybody knows the style of Andrew Cuomo. He's very strong. He's very powerful in what he tries to do. He tries to do devious things in different ways to try to throw darts at people. It's not about, let the best man win. Let's do the best we can. Let's sit down. We'll have a clean race. It doesn't work like that. And in this case, I think, what's everyone's not even talking about, what's happened was, Andrew Cuomo, every friend he had, calling the White House, calling different places to try to take the mayor out of the race. The mayor belongs in the race. He's the mayor of the city of New York. He earned that keep. And look at the city of New York. Have you been to Broadway shows? Have you gone to restaurants? I couldn't even get into a restaurant last night I tried to get in. I even used your name, Bobby. I'm like, I know Bobby, let me in.
That never works.
But the economy is back. Everything is back. Since COVID, people are scared to go in the streets. Nobody went in the subway. Look at the economy now. It's booming. New York City is back. Why? Eric Adams.
But, the mayor has made statements just in the past few days, and there was a statement that the campaign put out today where he said, "I will always listen if called to serve our country," which makes it sound like he's leaving the door open to maybe taking, maybe accepting a job offer from the Trump administration or from somebody else. And then tonight, when he spoke at Gracie Mansion, he was very unequivocal that he's staying in the race. So is the door completely closed now, or is he open to some kind of job offer?
Mayor Adams today announced he's in it to win it. And let me tell you something. Don't ever count out Eric Adams. Hey, we thought Christine Quinn was going to become the next mayor. Did Christine Quinn become mayor? No. We thought Andrew Yang was going to be the next mayor. Did he become? No. We thought Anthony Weiner was going to be, but he did his own thing on that one. But look what happened. All the people, you never, ever could look at New York City politics and get it right. They're always wrong. No matter what. It's chaos.
So, all right, so let me ask you about all this reporting that's been out there this week about the ambassadorship possibly being offered to Eric Adams. And the meeting in Florida, he went down to Florida earlier this week and apparently met with Steve Witkoff and some other aides to President Trump. I mean, set the record straight for us, because I haven't really been clear on what the mayor has and hasn't denied. What were the discussions in Florida?
Number one, I wasn't part of the discussions. You know, I'm sitting here working, trying to be a good spokesperson. Or at least I'm trying to be a good spokesperson. Listen, the mayor went down to Florida. He didn't get a chance, believe it or not, to celebrate his 65th birthday. The man hit 65. Most people have parties, they do stuff. This guy constantly works and does a lot of things. All people think he's the party mayor. The guy's a little geeky. He goes home, he goes out, he has dinner, he likes to be with people. He's a fun guy, but he works. But let me just tell you something, back to the subject matter. He went to Florida. He saw a bunch of his friends. He saw people, political friends of his. He sat down with Steve Witkoff, but no way did he accept any job offer. No way is he, packing his bags. You saw today, he had a press conference. What did he say at the press conference today? I'm staying in. I'm running for mayor. And, we said a few choice things about, Governor Cuomo. We said some things about Zohan. But you know what? If you look at him, it was one of the best speeches of his life.
So you say he certainly didn't accept any offers in Florida, but was there discussion?
Well, listen to me. Everybody's
jobs?
been offering. He's the mayor of the greatest city in the world. You know what I mean? There's been mayors that have gone on and look at Giuliani. He had Giuliani partners. He was representing governments all over the world. He was representing police departments.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me just say, people have been asking Mayor Adams, offering him different jobs, saying different things. He's done a great job. Look what he's done for New York City. Look at the economy. You think people don't want to bring a guy like that over there to represent their company or run their company or run their police force or take them on or bring them in or bring them into the White House? White House could use a person like whether it be Republican, whether it be Democrat. He gets offers all the time. But at the end of the day, he's the mayor of New York City. He's not leaving as mayor of New York City, and he's running for re-election.
Well, I mean, no doubt he can get job offers. But I mean, just to set the record straight, were there discussions about an ambassadorship to Saudi Arabia?
You know what? I read the newspaper. I opened the newspaper. I read it for the first time. And that's the God's honest truth. I read it for the first time. I'm sure newspapers never lie. Yeah, right.
What about the meeting? The mayor today said he's not meeting with Trump officials in Washington on Monday. Is there any plan to meet with Trump officials next week? Right
now, the mayor has no plans to go to Washington. It's not on his schedule, but understand one thing. He goes to Washington. He'll meet with Hakeem Jeffries. He'll meet with Senator Schumer's staff. He'll meet with different things. He has the city of New York he has to worry about. And honestly, he has to deal with a Republican president, a Democrat president. He got to make sure that he brings bacon in for the city of New York so people could live a certain lifestyle, so poor people could get the necessities and things that they need. He's on a mission for one reason, for the Big Apple, for New York City. He believes in New York City. He loves New York City, and he works his hardest to make New York City thrive.
And the campaign now, because earlier today when I saw the campaign statement that, he'll always listen if called to serve his country, I was thinking to myself, it's going to be hard to run a campaign if you're telling people, well, I'm leaving the door open to other possibilities. I mean, is the campaign going to keep going full speed ahead?
I can tell you one thing. The campaign got good speechwriters. I'll leave it like that. I mean, honestly, when I saw what was said in the statement, I thought I was joining the Marines. But you know what? Be honest with you, it wasn't a call for action. It wasn't a government service. The man is staying on. He's becoming the mayor of New York City, which he is now. He wants to win re-election. He win re-election. Why? New York is thriving. The economy is great. Crime is down. And look at the people we got. He got Randy Mastro. Randy Mastro is doing a great job. Look at the police commissioner, Tish. Crime is down. We're doing record numbers. People love New York City. New York City is back. Oh. Why? Eric Adams. 4 more years.
Right. You guys sound convincing. He's very adamant tonight.
Look what you have. Bobby, look what you have to deal with, okay? You got one guy wearing a beret and a red outfit with a cape. He looks like he's going to fly around the city, right? You got a guy who brought bail reform, who introduced bail reform to New York City. You got a socialist. Do we really want to put a socialist in New York City? You know, I mean, honestly, look at your choices. Look at your choices. Who do you have to vote for? Eric Adams, a man who brought the economy back, a man who brought crime down. He walks down the street, people hug him, people thank him. He's done things for NYCHA. He's done things for education. He's made New York City better. And you know what? He's going to get elected again. And don't ever, ever rule Eric Adams out.
All right. Todd Shapiro, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us today.
And thank you. It was a real pleasure.
All right.